Hello, hello, hello. How art thou? Hi, sunshines. How art thou? How was your weekend? How was your week, your holiday, everything? I haven't been on here for a minute, so how are you? I was gone for a little bit because I had the flu, and the flu kind of took me over, and I'm older now, have an autoimmune disorder. So if you were to get a cold or something, and I get that same cold, you may feel better and I may not. So that's exactly what happened. Let me make sure my audio is okay. If you hear echoing, let me know because I had to do some changing around, being that I have not been on here for a minute, so I had to do some changing around. So if you can't if you hear echo, let me know so I could change that. But anyways, um we have a holiday that just passed and another one coming, and the one that's coming, Christmas, is one of those holidays that everyone just wants to give a special gift and not have to pay a whole lot of money. It's just great to have your own talent and give it to someone, or make a little bit of extra money and make it for someone. And that's what I do. I make a little bit of extra money, sometimes a lot of extra money, and I take that money, and that's when I buy Christmas gifts and stuff for my family, because I don't have to use my money. Why not use my business money and do Christmas? But I like but I decided to change some things this year. And this year I'm going to work and make sure that I make my money, but that is going to stay in an account and stack up. And we decided that Christmas is not going to be like how it was all those other years where you're buying gifts and everything for everyone. Yeah, no. We're not doing that this year. We're going to do something way different, and that's basically um continue to bless our own nest eggs without having to gift other people for what they want and waited for one time of year. Yeah. So I have two older boys. They understand that mommy need a house and mommy need to save her money for the house. And you will benefit as long as mommy had that money for the house. So you may want this game, you may want this, you may want that, but the house is something that we all can invest in, right? As well as my business and all of that. So I'm not really doing too much anything in my circle. Um and we kind of sort of did the same thing with Thanksgiving. My son, 12, said, "Can we just have a normal day?" Bet. Bet. Not a problem. And so we did. I didn't go anywhere. I just stayed home and we had a normal day. In our eyes, doesn't mean that no one else can't have a normal day with their family. I just think me and my boys, well, my boys and I, just needed times to ourselves and reflect on the blessings that we have been given, like a lot of blessings lately. So that's what my holiday was, and that's what I did. Um, so I just wanted to say that I wasn't feeling well, and that's why I wasn't on here and whatever, whatever, whatever. But what I do want to talk about is DIY crafts. Do it yourself. Because when you can't get your crafts from someone else, where else can you get your crafts from, right? And then sometimes instead of paying someone to do it, you just want to do something really quick. And I don't really need to wait or pay someone to do something that I need to be, that I could do myself, right? If it's a really detailed or you're having a kind of complications or whatever, hit your girl up. I'll handle it. But I think that showing others how to do something really quick and easy You could do a couple of pillows because a pillow is really, really, really simple to do for family members, and you can even do it as a business if someone wants to purchase it to give to someone else. I think that last minute gifts are doable because some people get so overwhelmed. Oh, no, 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 no. I need something that I could just work up right real, real, real quick, and I don't want to have to worry about concentrating. Let me tell you something. If you could crochet, follow a pattern, you could do a graph can just like that. So I'm doing a scarf now, and I'm able to whip my scarves up within like a couple of days, depending on whatever I'm doing. So I'm able to whip my scarves up like really, 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 really quick. I just started this yesterday, and I, I kind of started her face. I wanted her eyes to be like a light brown, but it looks like her eyes are matching her face, but it's really a different color. I think it's the light because what I'm looking at is not the same, but I think the light it makes it look like it's the same color, but it's really not. Um, so this is going to be a Betty Boop scarf, and a lot of people are like, "I want that. I want that scarf. How can you do that scarf? How did you do that? Like, show me how you do that." So when you purchase scarves from me, my scarves is not like no one else's. Okay, that's number one. Okay, and the reason why is because, like I mentioned in so many other videos, I crochet to graph and graph to crochet. So whatever I am graphing, 9 times out of 10, I've done that size or I've done a certain type of style. And I'm not going to give you something that I know is not going to work. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So that's why doing the scarves is easier for me because I know how it's going to hang, where it's going to hang, how it's going to look. Is it worth doing it in a certain design? Because let's just face it, if you have someone who's doing 400 by 400, not 400 by 400, but like a 400 wide stitch, and then like maybe 50, 60 stitches wide, that right there will not be a scarf. That right there will be the longest. I can't even say scarf, maybe like a half again. It won't be an actual afghan, it'll be a half can. So you have to just be careful with your sizes and be careful with um whether or not you're going to do single crochet or half double crochet or Tunisian. Now, I do Tunisian on just about all of my scarves. Actually, not just about all of them. I do Tunisian crochet on all of my scarves. And scarves for me is easy, quick money. I can do one scarf and charge $100. And that next week I'm knocking out another one. Scarves to me is really simple because majority of all my scarves is like 30 stitches across, and it's 250 rows. And I can do this on the bus. It's easy for me to carry it anywhere. It's easier. Like I took this to the doctor and did a good amount of rows. And it was one time, I think, this was like a while ago. I was doing a scarf. It was a camo scarf. Actually, it's that's another order that I'm gonna give for Christmas. But it was a camouflage scarf, and I did the majority on it by just being on the train, and the train was like an hour and a half long. So just being on the train, I was able to like whip up majority of that scarf, and I only had like maybe 25 more rows to go. And I started with maybe 38, 40. I'm going to say 40, maybe even 50. I'm going to give it 50. So that just means that I did over 100 just on that train. So what I'm saying is it's definitely doable. You just got to put your mind to it and just do it. And it can be done. Like you can make a lot of money. I try to fit in those small things amongst the large things. So for Christmas, I have to make one blanket. but a whole bunch of scarves, hats, um, scarves, hats, um, yeah. S- What else I gotta do? Scarves, hats. I gotta pull out my planner, but thank God I write it down. But yeah, I have to do my scarves and my hat. Oh, I didn't put on my earrings. My scarves and my hats, and that's what it is. It's the sets. The hat and scarf sets is not, it's like the regular scarves. It's not with this on it. And then I have like 5 of these, I think. And then one of the people that I'm doing a scarf for now, she asked for another one right then and there. And then someone else asked for 9. And I'm like, you knew Christmas was coming for a whole entire year, and you wait till now to say, I need 9? Really? Yeah, I cannot do the 9. I appreciate it, but I just cannot do 9 for one person. But it looks like I am doing about 7, though. Can I do it by Christmas? Heck yeah, I sure could. I absolutely could, would, and am going to do it. I am. And look at the celebrity. Hey Gail, the celebrity Gail is on. You guys gotta know who she is. Hands to heart. How about that? She's on here and she's one of the she's like me. Like we just gonna do it. We gonna step out on faith and just do it and just handle it and make it work. I don't tell myself, "No, I can't do it. I gotta focus on this." No, we just gonna do it, and it get done. It get done. And then while I'm sitting back, sitting on my thousands of dollars, people are saying, "I should have did this. I should have did that." So I'm gonna do this DIY. Show you how to do some quick grafts so that you can do it yourself. Not only can you do it yourself, maybe you can whip up not necessarily a scarf, but maybe a pillow or a bag or something small, coasters, wall hangings, whatever. Just something that is more personalized and customized and something that's going to get you more and more and more business. All right. So, we're the first thing I'm going to ask is I always try to ask the audience. I try to ask you guys, what would you like to see? Something done really quick. Do you have any ideas of something that you may think that you want to do now and you want to have it done by Christmas? And can you graph it yourself? I can show you if it's definitely necessary, if you can graph it yourself, if you can't graph it yourself, if you need extra help, extra tender loving care, like I can help you. But just throw out some different ideas of what you may want to do, whether it's for Christmas or even after Christmas. I'm also going to show you how I look up fonts. um, I do not download them in my program anymore. I do a different way. I have a little clip that I showed my Diva Squad. So the Diva Squads have a video on how I do my fonts. But you guys, I'm just gonna show you a snippet of it. And if you're not a part of this Diva Squad, get a part of the Diva Squad. Join. And you get my exclusive videos on how I graph and what I graph. And if you have any cute questions, I'm there to help you with that. All right. So, first and foremost, first and foremost, yeah. I ain't even drinking. I actually have this time because the place that I went to, the store, didn't have my bang. I usually get my bang. Y'all know, if you know me, you know I get my bang, right? It usually come here every single month, and it has not came. It has not come. It's on back order now. This shortage is pissing me off. It's making me mad, okay? Because now I don't have my bang. And I'm very upset that I don't have my bang. So this is the next best thing, I guess. no sugar. It says 5% juice, and this is equal to 2 cups of caffeine of coffee. I don't drink coffee though, so this is my next best thing. Um, yeah. So I don't know if this is as best as the Bang, but it's gonna do for now. So if you have any ideas of anything that you would like to do, think of any names, Coco Melon, Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse, a celebrity, something that you think that you may want to do and you can't. You want to know if you need to do it quickly or not. I can answer those questions. But I'm going to start off with um Hello Kitty, right? Hello Kitty is really, 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 really popular. So you don't need me to do Hello Kitty though. Hello Kitty, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you. It's easier for me to show you. Hello Kitty is simple. It's not as hard as you may think. Let me see. I don't know why I didn't bring my glasses. Okay, here we go. Hello Kitty. Okay. So Hello Kitty, this is all in different sizes now. This is not all one size. I did 4 different Hello Kitties in different sizes because I want you to understand that size matters. Okay. And the reason why one may be easy and one may be hard. It may be the same exact image, but when you are dealing with different colors and different shades and different sizes, it makes a difference. So the smallest one, I believe, is this one. Yeah, this is the smallest one. So this is a pillow size, which is 60 by 70. 60 by 70. To be honest with you, I probably, oh man, I don't know why I didn't turn that off. 60 by 70 is probably the let me turn this off real quick because this is really getting to me. 60 by 70 is going to be one of those I think it's more like a small size pillow. It's like one of the smaller sizes pillows. It may be a little long, like a rectangle, something like the regular pillow that you may be sleeping on now. It's not a throw size pillow size at all. Throw size pillow may be like 50 by 50 or 60 by 60. Now, it does make a difference when you are scaling the image to the size of the picture. For instance, this picture came just the way it is. I didn't change it, I didn't crop it, I didn't do anything. If you could tell, it's like a rectangle. So it's it's not as wide as it is tall. So that makes it like a landscape, right? Like, no, a portrait. It makes it like a portrait. So when you put it in the software, whatever program you use, it doesn't matter. But whatever you program you're going to put it to scaling to that image. For instance, being that I want the pillow size, I'm automatically going to put 60. So me putting 60, it's going to scale out to 70 because it's tall. So being that it automatically scales out to 70, some people be like, but I don't want it 60 by 70. I want it 60 by 60. Well, then that means Hello Kitty is going to be skinny and short. So not skinny, but kind of thicker. It's going to be fatter and shorter because now you're taking that image and you are making it unproportioned. So the size that it is now, and I don't think people realize it or people may not pay attention when people say the size is not coming out right or it looks distorted. it will look distorted. It may not come out the size that you need it to come out because you have to pay attention to the original picture. The original picture is what is going to help you when you are about to graph. You want to get a clean photo. You want to make sure there's no blotches on the outside. You want to make sure that um it's not a lot of cleanup that you have to do. No watermarks. No, 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 no. If there's a watermark, you go buy it or you don't use it at all. I do not suggest using anything with a watermark. Someone's signature, you go ask them because we don't want to play with the copyright or infringement. Um, this Hello Kitty is a coloring book page. It's a page of a coloring book. So if you need to do something really, really quick, I would look for a coloring book page. And if you have my ebook, it tells you that. It tells you to start off small, less colors, something not too extravagant, something really, really, really simple. Because to be honest with you, I touched nothing. That's how some people are able to put it in and get it out the way it is, and it looks good because it's a coloring book, and all they do is just add their own colors. You ever thought of that? You could do that. You can go and look up just about anything with coloring pages. It could be Coco Melon, Spider-Man. You can even look up a coloring page of your favorite show, and maybe, depending on it, it may be there, it may not be there. But that's exactly what I used to do to practice. I used to practice on coloring pages. Coloring pages has gotten me to where I am now because I wanted to learn the outside, the outline, not just the colors inside. Once you are graphing and you take a color, um, and you take a image that has all the colors in it, the colors are going to start to merge into your image, and then it's going to make it a little bit more difficult to graph. So the best thing to do is do something without color. Make it black and white, as plain as possible. And when you put it in there, you're going to put it in there with as less colors as possible. So for this, I think I only put like 5 colors, even though you only seeing black and white. I put 5 colors because those colors are going to pop up any type of way. I don't know if you could tell, but on there, there's some shadings of gray and then you have some black. The reason why you have the shadings of gray is because there's areas that have more detail. It may be a little bit more thick, it may be a little thin on one side, but those areas that are shaded gray, you wouldn't see that if it was a larger image. So that's what I'm going to show you now. So the next one is like a large pillow. And the large pillow, I believe, is this one. Let me see. Yep, I'm good. I am just so good. So this one is the larger pillow. What I did was I added 75 by 90. So this is a little larger. So as you can see, it looks a little bit better than the other one. A little bit, not a whole lot, just a little bit. You don't have to do a whole lot of cleaning with this one. The nose is a little bit off, but other than that, you got to do a little bit of cleaning. So there's certain areas where I would just merge all of the white colors like this because we don't need like 10 or 20 whites. So I'm merging all of those light colors. So all the colors that look similar, I just merged them together. So there was like 3 of the white colors and 2 of the gray colors and 2 of the darker colors. And what I did was I just merged it. I sorted it like we sorting laundry. The darks, the in-betweens, and the lights. That's exactly what I do. I just start merging them together. And when I do that, then I can continue doing it. So what I do is I would get rid of the white because we don't need that. If I keep it, I'm gonna keep it and show you why we don't need it. But looking at all of the gray areas, so I don't know if you could do this in Stitch Fiddle. I don't know if you could do a highlight in Stitch Fiddle, but with PC Stitch, this shows you every area that has the gray. So it's like little random dots. These dots are areas that I need that black to be. So being that I need that black to be there, what I'm going to do is merge that together. There are going to be some areas because if you see what I see, that just got real dark real quick. There's going to be some areas like this up here. You don't need it to be all black. Right? So either you go around and fix let me see, you go around and fix that gray before you merge them together, or you may like your Hello Kitty to be extra darker on the edges, extra outline that's a little thicker. It's up to you. Or you could delete and bam. You see the difference? Do you see the difference between me merging that gray versus not merging that gray? Either way, I would still have to do a little bit of work. Again, it's a pillow size. So being that it's a pillow size, you are going to have to do some type of work. You're going to have to do it. Then when you finish, then you can add your colors. So here I'm going to start adding my colors. And I will go up to the paint and I will start filling. Now, you see these little dots everywhere? Yeah, so those little dots are where the white area is. And so the best thing to do is get rid of that white. That's why I said get rid of the white. You can't see it. So say if I merged it, if I put a color where all that white was at, that's exactly how it would look. So that's why I do not use the white at all. It's just invisible and we do not need it. We do not need to use it at all. Not until the end. So now I can add my colors, right? And then add the background, name or whatever you want. Take your text and if you want to add a name, you can. And boom, you got a really quick pillow. Really, really, really quick. I did that in what? Less than 10 minutes. So that's something that you could think about. Now, if you wanted to do a blanket size, a little bit larger, I do have another size that I did. This is next. Let me see. Yep. I'm just so good. This one is next. So this one is 150. So this is like the regular size that I would regularly do. This is like 150 by 180. And I probably would make it 150 by 150. 150 by 150 is basically a regular size that you would do for like a throw size. And I would do that. And if I add a name that I want to put like on the top or the bottom, I would just add a couple of more rows. But to me, it's you don't have to add it to the top or the bottom. You may not want to add the extra couple of rows. So like I did in the previous one, I just added right here in the little belly area on the dress and you're good to go. and keep it moving. But let's say you want you want it huge. You want a big blanket. So this right here is like a queen size blanket. I don't know who would want a queen size Hello Kitty, but let me tell you, there are a lot of them out there because look at it. I don't have to do absolutely anything. Only thing I have to do is merge those colors and that's it. So the if you can tell from the smallest going up to the large, the smaller your graph is, the more work you have to do. The larger it is, the less work you have to do. So that's why it's so easy to sell you a 200 by 200 blanket because it's easy. So that's why it's best that you do your own. So you could pick whatever size you want. You may not want to do 200 by 200. You may want to do just a pillow. It may be a little bit more work, but find you a coloring page and try to work it out. It may be better. Okay, so anybody have any questions or have any thing that they have that they would like to know if they can graph, let me know. I'm gonna show you the fonts. So in the fonts, so in Stitch Fiddle, there's no area where you can add text. You have to have whatever is on your image has to be on your image. You can't add. You have to have whatever you want, whatever you need on that image. And then you can graph it on Stitch Fiddle. There's no area where you can add it. I think you could delete, but you can't add. Whereas with PC Stitch, you can. So a lot of people complain, oh, that's too much money. I'm not paying that money. Well, first of all, I invested in PC Stitch because I knew that this would be something that I can potentially increase my revenue. So being that I am increasing my revenue, I didn't care if I had to invest in a $50 software. But I just so happened to luck up and get it for $20. And you want it, let me know. My ebook is I think the sale is over. No, I think the sale is over tonight. So if you want the ebook, it's as of right now $20. And I think the sale on Etsy is still 50% off. I think I still extended it until Cyber Monday. If not, I will extend it to you guys today. If you want to get something else from there or the ebook, let me know and I will make sure that you get the 50% off. But um, the scarves. I am going to do the low down on the scarves because we have our scarf tutorial coming up, right? So if you wanted to do a quick graph on your own before we start the graph tutorial, because I'm gonna show you how to do. I think you can use well, we're gonna do Tunisian crochet, but I'm thinking maybe we can do it with your own because I said I'm gonna give everybody the same exact meditation scarf, but you don't have to make that. That's just something that's coming with you. The meditation scarf is just something that's coming with your $20 tutorial. You are able to pick whatever other scarf that you want. So if you wanted to make whatever you have, like if you bought a scarf in the past, or if you want to create something on your own, it doesn't matter. You could do whatever you want. So if you want to sign up for the scarf tutorial, which starts this Friday, hit us up, let us know. I think a moderator can shot you the it's in the groups too. The link so you can sign up. I did everything easy this time. I don't have to search for your names or anything. Everything is on the list. It's a sign up sheet. You sign up, your name is already there. All I have to do is print it out and everything is good. Actually, I don't even have to do that. If I have to send you guys an email, it lets me do it right there from there. So it's a really, really, really cool sign up. I've been using it for like about a year and a half now. So if you want to sign up, just ask for that link and you sign up right then and there for Friday's scarf tutorial. But if you want to make your own, I can show you a little bit of what to do that. Do you have any sunflower pillows? I do not, but why don't you make your own? Let's see. Um, let's see how you can make your own. I don't have any sunflower pillows. I only have blanket. Um, I'm not a sunflower thing, but which is crazy because I had sunflower earrings that I just wore yesterday for the first time. That's crazy. Hmm. But let me show you. So you said sunflower pillow. All right. So I'm gonna show you what you can do to do your own sunflower. So I'm gonna be simple with you guys because I don't know how to be simple. Um, I do masterpieces all the time, so I wouldn't do just a regular sunflower. I'm sorry, I just won't. I would do something a little bit more, a lot more, something with it. I'll probably put like "You are my sunshine" or something like that, or a sunflower. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I don't know why. I just feel like because crocheting, a lot of people still say crocheting is for grannies. And so I'm trying to prove to myself I'm not nowhere near a granny. So I have to keep doing something different. Yeah, I'm weird. Don't mind me. So you can go on looking under sunflower coloring pages and look to see which sunflower you think you would like. Um, you can find which one you think you would like and then try to work with it. Now, that's for something that is like cartoonish or vector illustrated look. So what I mean is it's not going to look like an actual portrait. It's going to be more of the cartoonish kind of way. If you wanted something with more shading and more detail, I don't think you can get that in a pillow, not beginning, not DIY. And I would not suggest doing it in coloring, like the coloring book pages. I don't suggest that. If you're going to do a regular simple sunflower, which I'm going to, let me see. Let me see. I like that sunflower, but I don't like the fact that it has, I like this one though. I don't, it has, let me see if this is free. I don't want no copyright issues. Let me make sure it's free first. Even though I'm not selling it. Yep, it's free. Okay, okay. I could use it. I could use it. It's free. Okay, so I will copy it and then I will take it to the other side. And I could show you how that works. Okay, let me put it back up. It's not showing. Let me see. Yeah, it's not showing. Hmm. Let me try it. What do you guys see? Do y'all see Hello Kitty or do you see the sunflower? Yeah, you see Hello Kitty. You're not going to be able to see it, but let me just hurry up and do it real quick so you can see it. I don't know why it doesn't allow you to see the import wizard. But right now I'm just cropping it. I'm cropping it and putting the size that I want. You said pillow. So I'm going to assume you want like a regular throw pillow. So I would put like 70 by 70. Uh, yeah. Okay. Here it is. Now, here it is, but this may be a lot of work versus if I made it larger. So say if I made this a blanket size, like 150 by 150, it's not a lot of work you will have to do. So right now it looks like, oh, that's fine, that's good. Yeah, it has a lot of imperfections in it. You just may not be able to see it, but it does. It has a lot of imperfections. Let me take the grid off so maybe you can see better. So can you tell it looks blurry? How many times have you seen someone's actual finished crochet project look blurry? I don't need to wait because I know you did. I guarantee you it looked like this. So when you push it back, you're like, oh, it looks good. Boom, print it out, start using it, and then you're like, why look like that? Why look like that? Well, honey, it looks like that because you have to clean it. And you didn't clean it. So Diva had to do some work and clean it up a little. So like I said, I do my thingamajigs where I merge my colors. If you want to learn more about merging colors, you have to be a Diva Squad member, or you could buy my ebook, which is $20. Okay, so as you can also tell when you see my work don't look like it's skipping the loop, like, hopscotch. It doesn't play hopscotch at all. It is something that you do and you don't realize that you're doing. But when some people have the eye for art and they will look at their project and say, something don't look right. Why do it look like this? And then they will ask, like, what did I do wrong? Is there something I need to do? And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, it's not you, it's the graph. If you do not have a good graph, it's not going to come out right. So that's why I do what I do to try to educate. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people don't want to be educated, and I don't want to educate you if you don't want to be educated. So don't come for me. Just go and do whatever you want. If you want the skipping line speed, let it skip. Let it play. I don't care. I don't want to fight. All right, so I'm just cleaning it up a little. Just making it do what it do so that it looks good. Right? Okay. So let me tell you something that someone may do to make this look good. They are going to do this. Um, because doing this looks good, right? Doing this will be okay because it's actually looking nice. And when I crochet my pillow, it's gonna be good. So this is what, some people may do. But I am here to tell you, if you do this and the lines do not connect like the way they are right now, then it's going to look choppy. Have you ever seen a finished project that is not only blurry, it looks choppy? Choppy meaning each line kind of like appears and disappears, appears and disappears, appears and disappears. Yeah, I don't need to wait because I know you did. I am going to show you that doing it this way may be okay for some, but not for all. And then I noticed personally when I started fixing my lines and fixing my the way I graph and the way I crochet it, I noticed my clientele went up. Some people notice, some people don't notice. Some people realize that the image that I see, I can actually see it. Some people notice that it don't look like my child's name. Something is missing. So that's the difference between connected lines and unconnected lines. And that's the difference between when it's blurry and when it's not blurry. So the best thing to do is, like I'm doing now, just make sure you have a coloring page and practice. Now for this beauty right here, I will clean it up for you as I talk, and I'm going to give it to you. Um, I believe it was Shanita. You could have it because I'm going to finish it up for you. But if you guys have any other questions, be free and ask away. Ask away now or forever hold your peace. Because I know that I get so many people saying, oh, I can't graph this. It's not coming out right. I don't know why people make it seem like it's so simple because it's not. So when people say that, I get it. I get it. I understand you may have a problem because you want your work to look good and it's just not coming out the way you want it to look. And that's understandable. So that's why I'm here to help out, and not only do I do this, I try to make it look as realistic as possible. So sometimes, if you need to, go look at the original image or look at an image with the color. That way, you know that what you're doing, it doesn't look superficial. It looks like it can actually be the sunflower, or it looks like the image for the what you call it, Hello Kitty, can actually look like Hello Kitty. Now, I don't know if you needed a name or not on here because now is no room. Those are something that's something you have to know like from the beginning. You don't want to just do an image not having all of the information because then that means you do all your work, and all that work you have to do it all over if you know you needed something different. So I'm just going down the lines, going down, and I'm also, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm trying to make the lines a little thicker because when you have lines that are not a little thick, that tends to disappear as well. So that's why I am going through each one and adding an extra square. Just adding an extra square will make it a little thick. I'm also being careful where I add the extra square because if I add the extra square over here, then this leaf may look a little wonky. But if I add it over here, it looks like the actual leaf. So just be careful how you add your squares. And when you add the squares, make sure that you are adding your squares in a a certain pattern. Like how I'm doing it now, I'm literally doing it each petal at a time so I don't miss anything. And as I'm doing this, I'm making sure that it does not touch the outer part of the outline. I'm making sure it doesn't touch. Um as I'm going, I'm leaving some of that gray because when I merge all of my colors, the gray is going to merge right with it. So I'm trying to imagine as I'm going and I'm looking at a picture of the actual um sunflower, which is right next to me. So I am looking at the picture and I'm also imagining how I want my sunflower to look. Do I want it to look superficial? Um for it to just look nice. I'm also ad-libbing because you gotta also remember when we are graphing an image that we just find online, that image was not made for us to graph it. It was made for an image. So have to do some work. We have to actually go and make some changes. So that's why I call it ad libbing. I'm adding some areas that may not have been in the original image, but in order to make it look like a sunflower and make it look like it's something, I will have to ad lib. I will have to change this or change that or make this petal bigger, make this petal smaller in order for it to work out when you crochet it. You gotta do what you gotta do to make it look good, right? So that's what I'm doing now. Right here, that's an unconnected line. You see this? This two right here touching. We gotta get rid of that. That's an unconnected line. I'm also not only am I making sure that they all connect, I'm making sure that it looks good. As I'm going, you may not be able to tell because I'm going kind of quick because I'm actually kind of used to doing this now. But as I'm going, I'm looking back at the whole entire flower. So as I'm doing each petal, I'm looking at the whole flower to see if what I just did look okay or what I need to fix it. So what I would do is I would go like this. It looks a little wonky. And this is another reason why I don't like doing pillows all the damn time. I know everybody wants to do something really, really, really quick, but sometimes pillows take away from the detail. Not this one. This is actually cool for a pillow. Like for instance, actual I'm just going around the center right now, making sure that it looks like a circle. That's what I'm doing right now. If you wanted to know what the heck what is she doing? I'm just going around the middle part and filling it in and making it look like a circle. But what I was saying, I forgot. I forgot what I was saying. Okay. Now the middle I am taking out. I'm not sure, like I said, if you wanted a name or not. I don't know. I'm looking around to see if there's any other gray areas that I don't want. Um, I'm realizing I'm going back and I'm changing that little line because it didn't look right for me as I'm looking down at it. It doesn't look right for me. It doesn't look right. Okay, so now I can merge the rest of the colors. And now I can look to see if I need to change anything else to make it look better. I'm adding more because it looked like that was kind of like empty over here. So I'm just ad-libbing. Like I said, I ad-lib to make it look better, to make it look good, to make it look nice and full. If you don't know how to ad-lib, that's fine. I don't know how to draw or anything. I just one day learned how to do it, and I have no idea how or why, but I just learned how to do it. All right. If I'm not mistaken, a sunflower is like what? Like orange and brown and yellowish, I think it is. Yeah, it's like orangey, brownish, and yellow. So, how do you take that and make it into the orangey, brownish yellow? Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do next. How am I going to make it the orangey, brownie, yellow? Mm. Wait a minute. Hold the heck up. Y'all funny. Kamara is funny. I just came over here to look for something and I just saw Kamara saying I can't pretend to know how to graph, but I surely can recognize a bad one. Well, that's a good thing. I think I got tears in my eyes. Y'all crazy. Oh man, that's funny. That is so funny. So we don't want it to just look plain, right? We want it to look good. So what I am going to do is let me get the brown. Make sure I have all my colors, right? Orangey, brownish. I think that the orange is like a darker orange. So let me see if I can get a darker orange. Yeah, like that. And let me see. Like I said, I don't know if you wanted a name or not, but mm, I'm looking at my earrings. Oh man. All right. So what I would do is I would use okay. Okay, and I gotta fix this. Fix that. Let me change this. Okay. And what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? This is just Me being Diva. Just trying to make it look a little cute. Not saying that this is actually how it's supposed to look. Lemon. Let me see. Where is lemon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Maybe I should make that a little lighter. But anyway. Um yeah, maybe I should make that a little lighter. I don't think that's light. Okay. Now the middle. So I'm going to put a circle in the middle. So again, I am literally just ad-libbing, just doing what I think this should be, just to make it look good, just to make it look good, not anything else but to make it look good. Taking a regular coloring book image, yeah. And then I will add mm, or I probably will go around a couple of times in different shades, but for the sake of me being on live, I'm not gonna go through that. But yeah, just trying to make it look halfway decent. Just trying to make it look halfway decent. And see if that'll work. Nope. So the next thing about a good graph is the colors. If you don't have a good color, then it's not gonna come out looking the way you want it to look like. So make sure you have a good color. Let me see something. There we go, because that was kind of pissing me off. Okay. Um, just fix this circle up in the middle a little bit more. Okay, so how we do? How did we do? Is it doable? Now, of course, if it was larger, because again, this is a pillow size, if it was larger, I could do way more with it, make it with more details, do a little something, something, something. I try to not overdo it sometimes, but I'm deep. I can't help it. I have to overdo it sometimes. So I try to add this and add that to it. But yeah. What name is it? You gotta tell me what name. And if there's any other questions, let me know so that I can tell you. So I'm doing this live. That probably would take me 10, 15 minutes. So for you, you shouldn't be no more than 30 minutes. I'm gonna say no more than an hour. You can do it. You can definitely do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Coloring book pages work. The thing about it is when you doing it, the color has to make it pop. And you also have to make it look good. With the shape of it all, the outline, all of that have to make a difference. I also like looking at a lot of images, right? So nowadays, images is like all over the place because everybody's making shirts and mugs and stuff like that. They have the cricket. So images are everywhere. So I like to mix and match images. So if I see someone's shirt or if I see an image online, I will take that image and put it in my head and be like, "Ooh, I wonder how that would look with this. Or I wonder how that would look with that." If I'm gonna do Betty Boop, wouldn't she look cute in some Coco Chanel stuff? Or wouldn't Minnie Mouse look cute with Gucci? Like I think of all of that stuff, which I do have, by the way. Um, or if I'm looking at an image and I'm like, she looks kind of plain. Let me think or ponder, how can I fix this? Those little babies with the little head that's like this, they're all over Etsy for the SVG files. So if you have a Cricut and you wanted to buy those SVG files, those little babies that are doing this are too cute. The thing about it is I didn't want to just leave it by itself because everybody can do that, right? And anybody can go and get the little baby and graph it and then hair, bam, make it. Let me tell you what I did. I added some names. I added the little cutie having her hand on the name, or I added the little peekaboo one to a name. So these are the things that I do. I just add it. Not saying that's what you have to do. You can make it as simple as possible, but I'm just saying I try to be as creative as possible just to make it more customized and to have my customers keep coming back. Have a customer currently that I'm doing something for, and he didn't like me. He did not like something that happened way back when. He didn't like it. And not that he didn't like the product, he liked the product. He didn't like something about my policy and was like, I will never get anything from you again, girl. Like, I will never do that again. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, you know. You have to pay in full. I don't know you. Um, yeah. So I kind of sort of kept his stuff hostage. Well, he didn't like that because he missed the date of his baby. And he wanted it for the baby. I'm sorry. He's like, but I don't have it yet because I had to be at the hospital. Business is business. And the crazy thing is I would have given it to him if he didn't come incorrect at me. But anyway, homeboy is asking for another one because he's about to have another baby. What that got to do with me? I ain't having your baby. So, yeah. Do I take it? Do I not? And I said no. Because I am not subjecting myself to anything like that ever again. He was very disrespectful and he want what he want, which is fine, but if you can't follow my rules and my regulations, I'm sorry. I just can't do it. But now he's begging, and the only reason why I'm bringing him up is because he wants something totally simple, but he wants to keep coming back because he said, I don't know anybody else that's going to do what I need you to do. He was like, because I need you to create something that's in my brain, and I don't know how to tell anybody that. And I'm like, dang, he's right. He don't know. So My slick self said, "Well, I know somebody that could crochet it for you." And of course, she's coming to me for the graph. So I'm just saying, when you have your niche and you have your customized business, you do something for people that they can't get anywhere else. We all are crocheting and we all are doing our own thing. But guess what? Every one of us have our own niche. So and keep with that. Like my cousin, she has these beanies and it's a plain beanie. But guess what? It's her plain beanie. It's hers. It's her signature mark. It's how she does it. I want to get her pattern and put a Grafgan on it so bad. So if you want to do a hat Grafgan, like I said, the smaller the image, the harder it's gonna be. A hat, depending on the size, it will have to be around. I'm gonna say for like a man, it has to be about 40 by 20, meaning 40 across, 20 high. How many pictures, logos, or anything that you're going to get in that space? It's not a lot. So I found a way where I can do my hat and make it so that it still looks good. But not only that, I found a way where I'm able to add it all in a hat. Even if I decide to make it a little bit more than the 20. So maybe if I make it 30 by 30. It's a lot, right? But it's still doable. What I'm trying to say is make it fit. Make it work. You may say it's not going to work. And then I will try to find a way to make it work. Make it fit, make it work. So when you have a small project and you're saying it's not going to fit on a regular size beanie, well, guess what? Learn how to make a pattern. When you learn how to make a pattern, you can add extra stitches around the hat, use a smaller hook, needle, whatever, and that way your stitches are tiny and you're able to fit that large image and add it on your hat. And that's what I had to teach myself. Yeah, I had to teach myself that. And so what I did was do the split HDC, which is the waistcoat stitch. The waistcoat coat stitch looks like knit and the stitches are tiny, 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 so that I'm able to add the whole entire image to the hat, and it's right there in the middle. Because don't give me a hat that has this big long dun dun. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do it. I did the same exact graph someone else did, and mine was right here in the middle, like we wanted, and hers was like this. It was the whole hat. And the difference was we used the same exact graph. The difference was I took what I had and made it to what I wanted. And that was making my head adjust to what I want. And that's all you have to do is learn patterns. Learn that everything has its like everything has a foundation. Everything has a base. Use that base and make it work for whatever graph that you want to use. So that's basically it. I'm gonna show the font and that's it. So Shanita, you never gave me a name, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to show the how to do a real quick font without even having to have PC Stitch or having to use the fonts that's in PC Stitch, because I myself don't use the fonts in PC Stitch all the time. I use whatever comes to my mind. So if I'm creating, for instance, the monster truck, I think that's something I'm currently doing. If I'm creating a monster truck, I want to create a monster truck font. So what I would do is I would go look up monster truck fonts. And then all these fonts start coming up. And then I pick which one is going to look best with this monster truck that I have. And then I would take that font and I would screenshot it. Take that and graph it. So I don't download because 9 times out of 10, I only use that font once in a while. I don't use it all the time. So and then another thing is a lot of times we have these blankets of an image that's filled up to the image, but then you have these names like this on it. And when that happens, it kind of looks unproportioned. It looks like you just added the name to an already graphed image. And in order to fix that and in order to make it look proportioned, add it to your find out the size of your blanket. So if your size of your blanket is 150 by 150, then you want your name to be at least by 150, right? So you just want to add like another 20 more rows. That's it. So you're going to add like another 20 more rows, but you're going to have 150. So it's going to be the width of 150 instead of maybe like 50. The name is going to be like this, but your image is like that. Let me show you if you understand what I'm trying to tell you, because I'm going to do uh I think, yeah, a kid font. I'm gonna pick a kid font. So I look anywhere. It doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter um where I look because again, I'm not downloading. But if you do want to download the ebook, it's $20. If you want to learn how to do all of that, the ebook, $20. All right, so let me show you a little bit of something on what I do. Okay, so this is Christmas time, right? So I'm thinking something more holiday Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna put Shanita, and then I look to see which one I like, which one I think would look cute for whatever I'm trying to do. It may not be um I like this one, this Christmas history one. That is cute. You also have to be careful because some of them may not look good when you are crocheting it. I think I like snow. I think I like something with snow. How about that, Shanita? Let me see. I'm gonna put snow. No, I'm not gonna put snow. Now that I'm thinking about it, I have in my head sometimes, but depending on the size, it may not look right because snow may not look like snow if I make it like on a pillow side or something like that. But if I made it like 200, it'll look like snow. It like I said, size matters. You may have in your head you want this and you want that, but if the size doesn't permit it, you can't make it. There's a lot of these I like. The thing about it is, what I'm looking at is the lines. If the lines have a little tiny skinny lines, it's not gonna look great because your lines are gonna disappear. So sometimes this can take me forever. Yeah, sometimes this can take me forever. So what I'll do is, how about this? Because I don't really know what Shanita likes. But since she likes sunflower, let me try flower. Yeah, I'm getting more a lot it's called dingbats. These are called dingbats. These are when you add the font, it shows you a image and not the actual letters. I should have known it was gonna do that. So we can't use that. But let me do something 3D blocks. Because I could be doing this all day. Okay. 3D blocks. Now this one has some snow on it. Yeah, this is a cute Christmassy one with some snow. It's a cartoon blocks with snow. So I will take that and make it as big as possible. And here we go. Screenshot it. So I just screenshot it. And now I'm going to take it over to the other side. I'm going to take it over to the other side and I'll show you in 1 second. So this is basically what I do when I'm looking for font. Okay. So I'm going to make it. I don't know why it doesn't show you this part, but it's okay. It's all right. It doesn't have to show you as long as you get the most important part, which is the actual graphing. Okay. Okay, so now let me add you guys to see what I'm doing. So after I screenshot it, this is how it looks. So like I said, when you are adding it, so it was snow at the bottom. That don't look like no snow. So I wanted you to see that though. I wanted you to see that I could probably make it do what it do, but we ain't got time for all of that. I'm just showing you how I do a quick font. So I make it the size that I want, which is this is a blanket size. So say if I wanted to add it to a blanket, that's 200 by 150, which is an actual Afghan size blanket. That's what I'm making it. So this is like what 150, 175. So this would be the middle of the blanket. This would be in the middle of the blanket. Okay, so what I would do after this is merge all of my like colors. Now, I can keep the snow that's on the top though. I could do that. I could keep the snow on the top. Okay, so all of my like colors, like Like, like, which is all of the white. I take that and put that all together. Okay? Remember, we're doing laundry. Dark, medium, light. So now let's get all the dark. Here go all the dark. So let me see. That's dark. So whatever is dark. And if I'm not comfortable with whether it's dark or in between, I leave it. like this 4 and this 0 right here, it could be between light and medium, so I leave it. I leave it alone because it's okay. All right. So now I don't want to do too much anymore because now, if you could tell, it's starting to darken the areas inside. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is right now, I'm going to get black and make the darkest color black and just go around like that. And while I do it, I look at my original just to make sure I'm on the right path. Yeah, just to make sure I'm on the right path, and then just keep going around, going all around. I ad lib because again, this is supposed to be 3D. So being that it's 3D, I want to make it look 3D. And if you don't know how to make it look 3D or ad lib, just look at the original image and do as best as you can. You don't have to make it look like Diva, but you could try to make it look like something. Okay, so again, I'm looking, graphing it all around. Now, what I really wanted to do is just um merge all those colors because it would probably be way easier. But like I said, being that it has all of the lines inside, it wouldn't be easier. It would actually make my life harder. So I'm manually going around. Now that area that is shaded, I am unshading it. I'm not going to keep it shaded. I'm just going around. Okay, so I'm just, like I said, ad libbing, making it look 3D like that. Get rid of all of this inside. I think I'm gonna speed it up a little because I don't want to be on here all night. 'Cause when I do this, I usually listening to some music, sit back and chill, and listen to some music and just graph. Let me see. Okay. Take that from there. And if you want to know what buttons I'm pressing to do what I do, gotta be a Diva Squad. Okay. I'm going back and forth looking, making sure it's coming out the way it needs to come out. I actually picked a hard one. I should have never picked this one, but it is what it is. I did it already. Oh, let me get this. Get rid of this white. Okay, now put all those colors in there. And I'm just looking, as I'm doing that, I'm just looking to make sure that it's going to come out okay. Now, color is what's going to make it look like something. Because right now, it don't look like much. But color will make it look like something. Okay. So I am going to add where the shading was at. I'm gonna add color, pink, where the shading was at, and then I'm going to add only where the shading is at. I'm gonna add the pink. Like I just ad lib just to make it look like it's like turning from the side a little bit. I just ad lib. That's all I did. Just ad lib. Okay. Now I'm gonna get like a lighter color and add the regular. Right now, the snow. What I would do is, since snow is like very, 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 very light, um, I would make the outline of the snow a different color. Like that. And then add a light color. So it look like snow. And like I said, at the bottom, um, when we were looking at the bottom part, that's where I would have added that white at the top just because we want it to look like snow. And so adding this color will help out a lot and make it look like something. Yeah, just adding this color will make it look like it's supposed to look, I guess. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just adding to where all the shaded area was. I'm just adding that in. Um, and if it don't look right, I could always change it. But again, I'm just doing what I think will look good for now. And if I have to change it, I will change it. Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, I'm getting sleepy. I'm doing the same thing over and over again. So there's areas that I see unconnected lines. So that's something that I would fix later on, but I'm not gonna do all of that now. But yeah, this is basically what I would do. Play around with the font, try to make it look decent. Yeah, try to make it look good, try to make it look decent. And here we go. And then add the top part, which is the snow part, which I don't know if I'm really feeling the snow, but I'm just showing you how it would look and what I would do to make the snow on there. But I don't know if I'm feeling it. Cause sometimes I go through all of this and then be like, I'm not doing it. Nope, 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 nope. And I would change it. Mm, okay. Let me finish that, that, and then add that. Yeah, and that's how I make it do what it do. There's still a lot of areas that I have to fix, but as you can see, that's how I do it. That's how I would do it. The color makes it do what it do. The color is gonna make it pop more. So you just play around with the color and that's it. That is all. And that's how I do my font. And any other questions before we depart? So, like I said, you could do anything your heart desires. Try something easy. Try coloring book pages. Coloring book pages helps a whole lot because it doesn't have a whole lot of colors because the colors are going to be very distracting. So, just try coloring book pages and make it the size that you want to make it. If you need um if you need like to know if it's going to work, just try it first. Just try it. Just don't say I don't know if I could do it. Just try it. But if not, Diva, I need a graph. I'm here. I may already have it with the 5,000 or more graphs that I already have. So just holla at your girl and see if I have it already. But other than that, Shanita, if you are still on here, hit me up on Messenger. Send me a message on Messenger so I could send you the sunflower. And that is all. If you still want the ebook, the PDF version is in the Etsy store. And if you want to sign up for the Tunisian scarf tutorial, which starts this Friday, sign up for it. It's on the 20th of it's $20, not the 20th of this month. And it's like for a week, I think it is. And you should, as long as you follow, you should be finished within that period. Should be finished within that period if you do how we are doing it. That way you have another gift to give or to sell for Christmas. So get those Tunisian hooks out, and if you don't have it, I will send the information so you can get them. And you guys have a good night. Need anything, let us know. We'll help you. And deuces. Have a good night. Bye.